Okay, hello, good day everyone. So let's have our chapter 3 discussion, lesson 2, intuition, proofs, and certainty. So first, let's define what is intuition. Okay, so what is intuition? So the intuition, uh, that is the instinctive understanding of mathematical concept. Okay, and the mathematical intuition, it is the ability to understand the concept instinctively without the needing to go through detailed step or formal logic, and it's like a natural sense of recognizing patterns and predicting solutions before actually proving them. Even though intuition is not always perfect, it play a huge role in the problem solving and discovery in mathematics. So it means the intuition is start based on the uh, the feelings of the person, and without needing to go through detailed steps or formal logic. So next is, what is the importance of what is the importance of intuition in mathematics? Okay, so the importance of intuition in mathematics, no, in the education, no. So the developing intuition, it is the key, because it helps the student to understand the abstract idea on a deeper level, no? Instead of just memorizing the formulas or the following procedure. The importance of intuition is that the student start with recognizing the patterns and the logical connection, now based on the prior experiences, and it allows them to feel when an answer seems correct even before doing the math. Okay, so by the in a shortcut term, the importance of intuition in mathematics, um, the estimation, no, in mathematics. Now, without the logical reasoning, without the abstract reasoning. Okay, so the intuition is based on the estimation, no, in mathematics. So next, intuition as a step in problem solving, no. Okay, because the intuition, bakit siya steps in problem solving? Okay, so in building okay, in the intuition, in the first step in solving mathematical problems, the intuition often act as the first step in solving problems, because it helps, no, to guide the mathematician or the student toward the possible solution before they actually prove them. Okay, but to make sure this initial guesses are correct, okay, by guessing answer are correct, we always have to check them with formal reasoning. So the combination of intuition and the logical proof is what leads to true breakthroughs in mathematics. Next is developing mathematical intuition. Okay. So building mathematical intuition takes practice. No? The best way to do this is by working on different types of problem and exploring the new ideas and not being afraid to make mistakes. So when students are encouraged to experiment and make guesses, natin dyan, their intuition improves and they become more confident and creative and in tackling, no, new challenges. Okay? Next naman, and the summary of intuition, no, as the power tool of mathematics. So in summary, the intuition in mathematics is the powerful, no, blend of knowledge, experiences, and recognizing patterns. And it helps to the student, it helps to the mathematician as make sense of complex ideas without always needing to work through every step or steps. However, it's important to combine the intuition with formal reasoning to ensure the accuracy. By doing this, we can solve problems more effectively and gain a deeper understanding of math. So, in summary, the intuition is for guessing the answer. For example, 1 plus 1, that is 2. So that is your intuition. No? Without a proof, without a validity, or without the step-by-step logical reasoning, or step-by-step reasoning, no, or solutions. So, in short term, intuition is a direct answer, no, without a formal, okay, guessing answer without a formal step-by-step solution. So that is intuition. Okay, next is, what is the proofs? What is proofs? So proofs proofs in a mathematics, no, it is basically a way to show that the statement is absolutely true. Okay, it's not just about giving example or guessing, like the intuition, diba? The intuition is more in guessing, more in estimation, but the proof is, it's all about the proving something, no, that is absolutely true. It's a and Additionally, it's a logical process that follows strict rules, and we start from the things we already know are true, like definition or theorems, and use this build an argument that proves the statement we're working on. This gives us confidence that the result is always true no matter what, because we are basing the theorem, we are basing the formula, no. So that is our basis, that is our foundation, no, to prove something that is absolutely true. Okay, so next, what is the purpose of proof, no? So the purpose of proof, that is to ensure that the statement is always true in all cases, no? And the reason we use proof is to be in a percentage. What is the percentage of proofs, no? What is the probability of percentage of proof, no? To say something, no? So the reason we use proofs, no, is to be a 100% sure that something is true in all cases. Okay? While our intuition or a few example might suggest that statement works, only a proof can confirm that it will hold in every possible situation. So without proof, we can fully trust the mathematical idea is reliable. So that is true, no, without proof. Because your intuition is all about guessing the answer, no, without the validity. But si proof is to sure, no, that your answer is valid. Okay, because we have step by step exam solution, and by confirmation of the theorem or established formula. So we have the direct proof. We have the direct proof and indirect proof. So first, the direct proof, it involves a step-by-step logical progression from assumption to conclusion. So one common type of proof is called a direct proof. This is when we start from known facts and logically work our way step by step to reach the conclusion. So parang inductive reasoning, bottom up approach. So from example to reach the conclusion. So think of it as a following path. Each step leads directly to the next until you prove the statement is true. So that is a step-by-step solution. Okay. So next, that is the direct proof. Sorry for the late PowerPoint. Okay. Next is the indirect proof. The indirect proof, also known as proof by contradiction. It begins by assuming the opposite of the statement that is to be proven. For example, the theorem of equation. 1 plus 1 would always be equal to 2, but would never be 3. If the equation 1 plus 1 can never suffice the value of 3 as sum unless we add another value to make it 3. So that is indirect proof. So it means you are giving proof by contradiction. No? It begins by assuming the opposite of the statement that is to be proven. And we have the types of proofs. No? So the type of proofs includes methods like direct proof, proof by contradiction, proof by induction, for natural numbers, and proof by contrapositive. Okay, so we start by proving a base case, no, and then show that it's true, that is true for one number, and it must be true to the next. So another method, no, is proof by contrapositive. For example, where instead of proving if A then B, we prove if not B then not A, which ends up proving the original statement. So that is contrapositive proof by contrapositive. So we're done in the proofs now. So next is what is certainty. So certainty in mathematics, no, refers to the absolute, the assurance or confidence in the correctness of mathematical statement or result. So parang 100.1% na ito yung certainty because you are certain, no, that is true for something. Certainty in mathematics means we are completely sure that the statement or result is true. This confidence comes from using logical reasoning and following the strict rules to prove our statement. Okay, it is achieved, no, through logical reasoning and rigorous proof. No, so mas higher na po, no, mas higher na yung yung certainty because that is rigorous proof, no, achieved through logical reasoning and achieved through rigorous proof. Okay. So logical proof. So the logical proof, yung, di ba, basis of the logical proof, no. So the logical proof, it is a sequence, no, or statement justified by previously established facts or rules. Okay. Imagine you want to prove a mathematical idea, no, like why a triangle angles add up to 180 degrees. So you'd start with the basic facts, no, you already know, and use logical steps to show that the idea is true. Then step-by-step reasoning is what we call a proof. No? It's like a solving puzzle where each piece fits perfectly to lead us to the final answer. So that is certain, the logical proof. No? Under in the certainty. Okay. So assumes theorem and consistency, that is under in the certainty, no, that is under in the certainty. So the axioms, no, the axioms basic self-evident truth use the foundation, and the foundation of mathematics, no, is built on basic truths called the axioms. These are things we accept true without needing a proof. That is true. Self-evident truth. No? From these assumptions, we derive other statements called theorems. For a math system to be reliable, it must be consistent, meaning it should not lead to any contradiction or conflicting results. So, yun. First is axioms. From the axioms, so the statement called, we derive other statement called theorems. Mas higher yung theorems, no, kasi dumaan na siya in the axioms. Yan. And the rigorous definition and the producibility of the certainty, the precise definition of this, no, clear and ambiguous definition prevent the misunderstanding of this. Using the clear definition helps avoid confusion confusion and errors. Now, when we define the mathematical terms precisely, we ensure that everyone understands them in the same way. Additionally, if other mathematicians can follow our methods and reach the same conclusion, we know our results are dependable. And this is what we mean by producibility. And next, we have the differentiation, okay? The differentiation of intuition, proof, and certainty. We have our definition, our basis, the process, and verification and example. So first, the aspect of intuition, no, for the definition, that is natural, that is instinctive, no, understanding or or feeling, no, understanding or feeling about something, and without the need for the formal evidence. So yung basis niya, that based on the personal insight, personal experience, without formal reasoning, that is intuition. So take note, ha, lower siya, no? And the process of intuition, that is spontaneous and relies on personal judgment or immediate understanding, no? By guessing na lang, no? Harder to verify kasi based on personal belief siya or gut feelings. Gut feelings, what is your gut feelings on that? And which may not always align with formal logic. Okay? And for example, intuitively feeling that a mathematical result seems right without formally proving it. So that is intuition. Yung proof naman, that is a logical argument that demonstrates the truth of a statement based on axioms, established rules. Okay, 100% sure that is proof, no, in math. Basis, based on logical reasoning, based on the formal step and evidence. Okay? Structured, systematic yung proof, following a specific set of rules and step-by-step solution. That is a process. And the verification, verified through checking, no, check the result, check your answer, logical steps, and calculation in the proof. Okay, for example, proving the Pythagorean theorem using geometrical principle. Yung Pythagorean theorem is very established na theorem, no? Kasi from its formula, a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared, no? That is proof. And the certainty, so yung definition ng certainty, absolute confidence, correctness of a statement of result, usually based on rigorous proof. Mas higher yun kasi you are certain that something na yun. That is true. Based on the outcome of proof or rigorous reasoning achieved after a proof or logical reasoning or process confirming that the result is reliable. Verified through the proof process, ensuring no contradictions, wala ng mga contradictions, and consistency. Feeling confident in the theorem's validity after seeing the proof. So that is the differences of intuition, proof, and certainty. And that would be all for today's discussions. And thank you so much.